Most TypeScript bugs never reach production, but only if your project is set up correctly. The problem? 9 out of 10 tutorials stop at npm install TypeScript and leave you alone with a broken build, conflicting linters, and formatting wars in every pull request. Today we fix that. By the end of this video, you'll have a clean, strict, automated TypeScript project that catches mistakes before you even save a file. Here's a truth nobody tells you. The quality of a TypeScript project is decided in the first 10 minutes before you write a single line of business logic. A good setup means the compiler catches your mistakes, the linter catches your bad habits, and the formatter ends every style argument forever. A bad setup means you fight your tools for the next 6 months. So let's build the good version piece by piece. We start in an empty folder. First, we initialize a package, JSON, with npm init. Then install TypeScript as a dev dependency. Notice we always pin TypeScript to dev dependencies. It's a build time tool, not something your shipped code needs at runtime. Once that finishes, we'll have a clean foundation to build on. Now we generate a tsconfig.json, the brain of any TypeScript project. We run npx tsc with the init flag, which scaffolds a heavily commented config. But the default config is too permissive for real work. In the next scene, we'll strip it down and turn on the settings that actually protect you. This is the tsconfig I use for every new project in 2026. The star here is strict, which switches on a whole family of safety checks at once. But we go further. No unchecked indexed access makes array and object access return, possibly undefined, forcing you to handle the missing case. And no implicit override stops you accidentally overriding a parent method you didn't mean to. These two settings alone catch a surprising number of real bugs. Let's prove the config works. We create a src folder with an index.ts. Look at this function. It grabs the first item from an array. Without no unchecked indexed access, TypeScript would happily assume user 0 is always defined. But with our strict config, the compiler flags it as possibly undefined, exactly as it should. That red squiggle is the compiler doing its job. TypeScript checks your types, but it won't tell you about unused variables, risky patterns, or messy code. That's the linter's job. We install eslint9 along with typescript-eslint, the package that teaches eslint to understand types. Note the single TypeScript-eslint package. The older multi-package setup is gone in 2026. eslint9 uses flat config, a single eslint.config borb.js that exports an array of config objects. This is a big change from the old eslint days, so let me walk you through it. We spread in the recommended JavaScript rules, then the recommended type-check TypeScript rules. The language options block points eslint at your tsconfig, so it can use real type information. That's what makes rules like no floating promises possible. They literally read your types. Let's run eslint and watch it work. We add a quick script and run it. Notice it caught a floating promise, a function that returns the promise we forgot to await. This is the kind of bug that silently swallows errors in production. The linter found it instantly, with line and column numbers pointing exactly where to look. Now for formatting, Prettier handles spacing, quotes, semicolons, line width. All the cosmetic stuff that's not worth arguing about. The golden rule in 2026, let eslint handle code quality and let Prettier handle code style. Keep them in separate lanes and they never fight. We install Prettier as a dev dependency. We create a small Prettier config and an ignore file. The settings here are personal taste. Single quotes, trailing commas, 100-character line width. The important thing is consistency across the whole team. The ignore file keeps Prettier away from generated output like the dist folder. Now we glue everything together with npm scripts. Type check runs the compiler without emitting files. Pure type validation. Lint runs eslint across the whole project. Format writes Prettier changes, while format check only verifies them, which is perfect for CI. Having clear named scripts means anyone on the team can run the same checks with one command. No tribal knowledge required. For the build step, we use tsup, a zero config bundler built on sbuild. Why not just plain tsc? Because tsup is dramatically faster, outputs both ESM and CommonJS in one pass, and generates declaration files automatically. For libraries and node services, it's become the default choice in 2026. We install it now. tsup needs a tiny config. We point it at our entry file, ask for both ESM and CommonJS formats, turn on declaration file generation, and enable source maps for debugging. The clean flag wipes the dist folder before each build, so you never ship stale code. This single file replaces what used to take 100 lines of webpack config. Let's run the build and watch the magic. tsup produces both an ESM and a CommonJS bundle, plus a declaration file, in well under a second. Look at the output. Index.mgs, index.js, and index.t touches, all from a single command. That's the entire build pipeline working end to end. Here's the part that separates hobby projects from professional ones. Automation. We install Husky and lint-staged, so checks run automatically before every commit. Lint-staged is smart. It only lints and formats the files you actually changed, not the whole repo. This keeps commits fast, while guaranteeing nothing broken ever lands in your history. Finally, we configure lint-staged in package.json. For any staged TypeScript file, it runs eslint with autofix and then Prettier. Now when you commit, your code is automatically linted and formatted. And if something can't be fixed, the commit is blocked. You physically cannot commit broken code. Set this once and your whole team benefits forever. Step back and look at what we built. A strict compiler catching type errors, eslint catching code quality issues, Prettier ending style debates, tsup producing fast dual format builds, and Husky enforcing it all automatically on every commit. This is the exact foundation real teams ship on in 2026. Clone this structure for your next project and you'll save yourself weeks of pain. So today you learned 3 big things. How to configure a strict tsconfig that catches real bugs, how to wire up eslint9 flat config with Prettier so they cooperate instead of fight, and how to automate the whole pipeline with tsup and Husky so broken code never gets committed. Next up in the TypeScript track, we go deeper into advanced generics and conditional types, the features that make TypeScript genuinely powerful. If this saved you time, subscribe so you don't miss it, and drop your biggest TypeScript setup question in the comments. I reply to every single one.